Hi, this is Jeremy Richey, author of Sylvia Kristel From Emmanuelle to Chabrol, continuing my audio guide to the films that I write on in my book, From Cult Epics. Julia, a West German co-production released in 1974, was the first film Sylvia made after Emmanuelle, although that popular cultural phenomenon had yet to be released when she shot this, making this film the final time we get to see Sylvia before she became one of the biggest European stars of the 70s. Sylvia was 6 months pregnant when she joined the cast and crew of Julia on location in Lake Garda in Verona, Italy. Originally titled It Wasn't the Nightingale, one of the many Shakespearean references in the film, Julia was the first movie that director Siggy Rothemund signed with his own name, after a number of years of working with this film's production company, Lisa Films, under the pseudonym of Siggy Goats. An absurdist and quite charming sex dramatic comedy, Julia is one of just a handful of films Sylvia made in this period that actually falls into the softcore category that she was unfairly lumped in throughout her career. Written by German playwright Wolfgang Bauer, Julia features a marvelous cast, including young stage actor Eckhart Bell, along with Eurocult mainstays Terry Torday and Gisela Hahn, amongst a number of other fine players. Julia was in fact originally designed as a star-making vehicle for Torday, but the release of Emmanuelle in the wake of the film's production changed that, as it was then marketed as a Sylvia Kristel film. Sylvia fits in with the ensemble cast, as well as dominating every scene she is in, due to her natural charisma and her growing confidence as an actress. Emmanuelle had been a tough and exhausting shoot, and Sylvia relished the relaxed nature of Julia's setting, as well as the picturesque locations, which she adored. I interviewed one of the film's supporting players for my book, Michael Tietz, and he noted out how happy the set of Julia was, and expressed very fond memories of working with Sylvia. The behind-the-scenes good nature had an infectious effect on the final film, as Julia is a real charmer that time has been especially kind to. Seeing it recently on the big screen with an audience, I was struck by just how genuinely funny the film is, and even moving in spots. It's, simply put, one of the best softcore pictures of the period. Amongst the most pleasing aspects of the film is the great score by prolific German composer Gerard Heinz, as well as its sharp cutting skills by editor Eva Zen, who had worked on a number of Bavarian sex comedies with Goats, and would be amongst many female editors who would work on Sylvia's films throughout the 70s. Due to Emmanuelle's success, Julia was one of a number of films Sylvia worked on whose promotion alluded back to Sylvia's signature role. Sylvia's sudden stardom helped distribute the film all over the world, including in America, where it got a much larger release than most similar softcore films, and an edited version of the film played in mainstream mid-70s theaters throughout the country. On a personal note, Julia was one of the first Sylvia films that I saw as a teenager in the 80s, thanks to its early release on VHS. It is currently available in a beautiful HD print as a special edition Blu-ray from Cult Epics, and I highly recommend it. Thank you very much for listening.